Hey awesome ones, it's time to get our pretty on, and I have 10 makeup products that are really new to me, and they're also at budgeting kind of prices. And I know that I've said this to you before, but my grandmother always said to me, put on a little bit of rouge and put on a little bit of lipstick. And isn't this a great time to do that? I can't wait to show these to you. Let's take a look. So in this video, I'm going to show you some fill in the brows products. And if you're missing some hairs like I am in my brows, they even are kind of like strokes that make you look like you have your hairs back. And also I have some eyeshadow, I have some nail polish, I even have some at-home teeth whitening products. And let's start with the lips, because I have a product here for the lips. And if you're like me, what happened to my lips? The red color has been gone for years, and that's why I like this. This is what by NYX, and it's called Lingerie XXL. It comes in a lot of different colors, a weird name, but great product. And you may be saying to yourself, well, what is NYX anyway? And NYX is a subsidiary of L'Oreal. So I know that it's going to be a good product, and I really have liked these products that I'm just about to show you, but this has a really, it's almost like a stain. It stays on for a long time, but look at this applicator. It's really nice for outlining your lips and putting on the lipstick, but since a video is worth about 1,000 words, let's take a look at how I applied this. So when I first take it out of the applicator, what I want to do is wipe off some of the excess. You see what I'm doing here, just wiping it off. And then I can use the tip of the applicator like a lip pencil. Do you see how I'm just able to outline my lips? And it's great because it's the exact color as what the lipstick will be. And I'm just going to carefully do that. And then I'm going to fill in the color here. I really like this peachy kind of color that I have here. And it's perfect for my complexion, but there are several other colors available, and it dries non-sticky. So my next product is the NYX Butter Gloss. Again, it comes in lots of different colors, and this actually just goes over the last product that I just showed you. Well, let's take a look at another video. Now I love this butter gloss, and this color is called Creme Brulee, and it just goes over top of, it's kind of like the lip stain that I have on there right now, but it isn't kind of gooey, you know, it's not like a lot of glosses that are gooey, and it looks really, really nice and stays on too. For the next product, I want to talk about the NYX palette that I found, and it has some amazing, very natural colors that work for almost every woman, and there's 16 of them in here, and again, these are called warm neutrals, and the ones that I use, that I have on right now, I'm using this lighter color on my, I don't know if you can see it here, but just on my lid, and then a little bit on my brow as well. I'm using this brown over here just for an overall, and of course I'm blending it and everything else. And then this darker one here, actually I'm not wearing any liner at all, but I put it underneath my eyes just to give a little bit of definition. And also because I have hooded eyes, I also put it a little bit more into the corner and worked its way up. So that's a beautiful, it makes a beautiful gift for somebody, but especially for yourself. So my next product is a great highlighter from Maybelline. It's called Master Chrome, and this color here, this is called Color 100. And what I do with this is I just use a brush like this, put it in, and I'll have it just sort of to give me a youthful glow, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit up on my forehead. I also use a little brush like this, and I put it just at the edge of my eye, and it just gives me a little sparkle. Now, How are your eyebrows doing these days? Well, if you're like me, most of them or part of them have disappeared. And although I do love the stencils, I really do, I wanted to show you a product that actually could kind of draw in hairs and just make your eyebrows look a little bit fuller. So let's take a look. All right, so I'm using NYX Fill-In Fluff, and it has kind of a spoolie, but it's more like a blender. I'm brushing up my hairs here. And then with the pencil part, this is the blonde color. I kind of outline a very nice eyebrow on the top and also on the bottom, a little bit on the end as well there. And then now I'm going to use that blending end and just sort of blend all the colors together. So you can see that that's making quite a nice eyebrow there. But I'm not finished. What I'm going to use next is the NYX, and it's called Lift and Snatch. And my color is ash brown. Give it a good little shake there, and look at how I can draw on the eyebrows. You don't want to kind of overdo it, but you do want to draw some of those brows that are gone. And now the next is the NYX Brow Glue. It is not a glue at all. It's more like a clear mascara. Wipe off any excess and then just brush up the hairs on your eyebrows. And there you go, everything's setting into place here. And look at the difference between the two. One, I have an eyebrow, and one I don't, and it really frames the face. And by the way, I'll have links for you for these products underneath the description and also in the comments. And hey, if you're kind of liking these videos for women of a certain age, I would just love for you to subscribe, and also don't forget to click on the bell, and also join us in the comments. I want to know, have your eyebrows been disappearing and also your lips? All right, so you might be like me in this as well. And I drink a lot of coffee during the day, and I also usually have 1 glass of wine in the evening. And and I'm also older, so it's making my teeth kind of yellow and just not so nice. But I don't want to go to the dentist or somebody, and because I might think I might have sensitive teeth after. So what I have chosen to do is try the at-home Colgate Optic White. And I'll tell you, and I also use the Optic White toothpaste when I'm using this. And basically what you do is, this is what it looks like. It looks like this. And when you get it, you open it up and you click it about 30 times. There are directions on it, of course. And then for the next time that you use it, you only click it about 3 times. But I'll tell you something. I always have a little tissue underneath, and I click, 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 click until I see a drop. Because if you're putting it on, you don't know if there's anything there. See, there you go. Now, can you see the little drop there? That's when you want to put it on your teeth. Now what I do is I usually put it just on my front teeth, and I'm not going to put it on right now, but what I find is it really, it sort of makes a layer of film on your teeth. It doesn't bother you. I don't find that at night that it bothers me. Oh yeah, I got to show you this one. After you put it on your teeth, and I just put it on the front, dry it off. Okay, make sure you're drying it off, and then you just sort of put it back in its container. But as soon as you put it on your teeth, you're going to kind of walk around like this a little bit, let it dry. I usually have to put a little bit of lip balm on as well because I find it a little bit drying. And then overnight, of course, you're not going to eat anymore for the rest of the night. I put it on around 10 o'clock at night. And then what it does is it really starts to whiten up your teeth. Now, are you going to wake up and like 4 days later have wonderful bright teeth? No. It works very, very subtly, and it does. I have noticed a difference. I've been using it for about a week now. Very happy. My teeth aren't sensitive, and I think it's really a great product when you don't want to just sort of have the bright neon teeth and you just want to look a little better. And don't forget, you can join me live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at amazon.com/shop/awesomeover50, where we kind of just hang out like girlfriends and chit chat. And also I usually have over 20 items for you, everywhere from like makeup to fashion to self-care to pampering items, and lots of times I'm throwing in some of my favorite kitchen items as well. So I would love for you to join me there. And by the way, if you miss it, there are reruns, and that is at the very, very bottom of the page at amazon.com/shop/awesomeover50. That's where you find the reruns. And if you're finding me live, I'm at the top of the page. So next, let's talk about our nails. You don't have to have long nails to be putting your pretty on. And I am loving, look at them all, the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry nail polish. And the one that I have on now, because I know some of you are going to be asking for it, is Pink Aurora. It has a little sparkle in it, which is absolutely lovely. And I just think it's just a finishing touch. And talking about putting your pretty on, don't forget to wear your smile. There's just something uplifting and beautiful about a smile. And also when you're in the stores or maybe just getting a coffee, don't forget to put on a smile and also speak very, very kindly, because we never know on the other side of the counter what somebody is truly going through these days. You know, being an awesome one is not just what you're showing the world in your style and your grace. It's also how you make someone feel. And I really feel that, especially at this time of year, we can go ahead and we can show our smile and be very, very kind to people. Because again, there's so many people going through some dark times right now, and we can help someone else feel just a little more awesome.